Make I give you shit or make your yarn she big like Lobo. It's your boy Mr Eazi on the journey with Nayoka. Zagadat. It's your boy Eazi.
Hey beautiful people, and welcome to The Journey. Today we welcome an entertainer who isn't afraid to speak his mind, who said, hold up, it's my time to shine, who isn't afraid to do his pee-pee dance wherever he gets the opportunity to, who throws on a pair of skin-tight trousers and creates incredible music like Bankulais. Today we welcome Mr Eazi. I was going to say Zagadat, but I don't know if I'm saying it right. What exactly
Zagadat,
is that?
Zagadat it's like affirmation, like saying correct.
Right.
Dope. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so how are you enjoying this unpredictable weather? You've come from sunny, hot Lagos or Ghana, now you're here.
It makes you fresh, but then it messes with my voice, so it's in between. So.
Okay, before we get into all of the juicy stuff about your songs and how your music is just everywhere, UK, America, Ghana, Nigeria, just all over. I want to set a story straight. So it's about the VGMAs. And you've heard about, yes, I see you're smiling because you know everyone's heard it. You've been disqualified and you can't attend and all sorts of stories. They're just all over the place. But can you set that straight for us? What's happening?
The only thing that I know that's happening is I know a lot of people who listen to my music and support my music. God's not so happy when they saw the nominee list. What else do I know? I don't know the dates of the VGMAs.
Okay. Had you planned to go?
If I'm around, if I'm in Ghana, then I will go at least watch the show. I've never been to the VGMAs. I always told myself I'll never be into any of those shows if I wasn't recognized. So if anything, I'm sure I'll be recognized.
Oh, definitely.
So if I'm around, I would attend.
Okay, allegedly, it's because I assumed you were Ghanaian. When I heard the music, I assumed, but when I did some research,
every award has the criterias, blah blah blah, and perhaps, I don't know, perhaps that is the criteria. But at the end of the day, you know, it just depends. Because Santana was asking me, so if I brought a Ghanaian passport right now, if I turned up with a Ghanaian passport now, would that change anything?
Makes a lot of sense.
Go and ask.
You're recognized by your fans.
Yes,
and
I don't think it's what they brought up. But just to set the record straight.
Yes.
Indeed, I was born to Nigerian parents, with extended family from Ghana.
Okay.
That influenced my move to go to school in Ghana, and I moved to Ghana in 2007, and I was there pretty much till I'm still in Ghana. And Ghana's influenced everything, you know, almost everything of my life. So I'm just thankful.
Good. Yeah. So tell us your full name.
So my full name is Ajibade Tosin.
So I'm going to call you Mr. Eazi. How did you come by the name Mr. Eazi?
I went to Tech, which by the way is the best school in the world.
Okay.
Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. That's where Isaac Newton went to, but they don't put that in the records.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was back in Tech. I used to do raves. I used to host the biggest parties, award shows, blah blah blah. And then that was in the early days of Facebook. So everybody was big on Facebook. I remember we used to have that group, the Facebook group, Swagger Entertainment. That was my company. And every time I send a message, I just put "be easy" or I put "easy."
Right.
So a lot of people didn't know me. they just used to know that the guy who sent the messages for Swagger Entertainment always says Eazi, Eazi, Eazi. So they would say, oh, Eazi, Eazi, Eazi. And I guess the name just stuck and it just stuck. And everybody, at some point, I ran into, you know, when you do raves, you do not. It's not every time you get money. Sometimes you make huge losses.
I've heard.
Yeah. So there was this time that was my first flop, huge flop. And then
how huge are you
very,
talking?
very, very, very huge.
You didn't make any money at all.
I was in negative of almost like $20,000.
Wow.
Of negatives, because the event was supposed to be like the biggest thing ever. And so all these people coming at me, oh, why didn't the artist show up? Why this, why that? I used to just tell them, oh, take it easy, take it easy. And, you know, I think that was the real time it dawned on me that I was now Mr. Eazi.
Okay.
Basically.
So what is your fondest memory, like at the beginning stages of becoming an artist?
I'd say that would be when I was recording About to Blow, which is the mixtape I dropped in 2013. Basically, I met Clue Monster, the producer. Shout out to Clue Monster in Pee Wee's studio. Now Pee Wee had found me. Okay, so let me take it back to the beginning. So one day, I decided I wasn't gonna do parties anymore, and because everybody knew me, when I turn up at the club, they expect me to shut it down. I'm talking bottles. So
Expensive.
trying to escape that whole popaholic life, I started going to the studio, because when I go to the studio, I don't spend money. So I used to escort my friends. And then Pee Wee found me and started giving me free studio time. So I didn't even used to pay for studio time. And then Clue found me in Pee Wee's studio. I said, you know what, we need to record a mixtape. Clue at that time had, say, 7 mixtapes. And so he took me to his studio one day, and there was this Banku spot just near his studio. And he took me there. We ate Banku and light soup. And like, we were high on Banku, and we went to the studio and we started recording. That was the day we recorded PP Dance.
Okay.
That was the day we recorded PP Dance, and I think that was like the beginner for me. It was fun. That's like the most interesting, almost the most interesting time.
Okay. Do you remember the first song you ever wrote?
The first song I recorded was called Pom Pom.
Okay, share a few lines for me, because I don't know. Can you remember it?
Yeah. I was like, when you see me in the streets, you can call me Eku.
It was a while ago, right?
Yeah, I kind of. The reason I know the lyrics, but it was a very nasty song.
I see.
That's why I cannot.
We'll have to
it was a very nasty song.
Okay.
I hope you never find it.
I want to find it and listen to it.
I hope you never find it.
Okay, right.
Very nasty.
Have your family been really supportive? Because, you know, like with African parents, sometimes maybe this is the archaic way of looking at things, but they want you to become a doctor or a lawyer or, you know, some sort of profession that you never want to go into. So do they encourage you when it comes to music?
My family is very chilled. My family is very vibely. Right from the beginning, my dad has always told us that whatever you want to do, feel free to do it, but just know what you're doing, because at the end of the day, you're responsible for yourself.
Of course.
And leaving Nigeria when I was 14, 15 to go to Ghana. Once I got to Ghana, I won't speak to family for like 2 months. I might not speak to family. So and my dad basically made us live independently. So when he saw I started doing music, he just thought that, oh, this guy is just joking. And I too thought I was just joking.
Right.
And I think one time he went to the US for a business meeting, and then a friend was showing him some video of people dancing to these African children. They are dancing. That's what they are doing in London. And then at the beginning of the video, he saw me saying, "Yo, it's your boy Mr. Eazi. PP dance, blah blah blah. So it's like, this is my son.
Right, yeah.
So basically, it's just been interesting for everyone. My sister has been a big fan. I have two sisters. They are huge fans. My brother, basically, whatever makes me happy, they are happy. Yeah, basically.
So you didn't think that you could turn this into a career? You were just having fun in the studio?
So truth be told, I never saw music as something financially rewarding. Because then I remember telling my friends who wanted to be artists, I told them, you see all the houses in Ahunjo. Ahunjo is a place in Kumasi. Have you seen any that was built by an artist? I'd be like, no. I say, so don't waste your time. Go to school, get a good job, or start a business. All these rapper, singer things you're doing.
That's how you felt?
Yeah, so that's what I used to tell people. But we know that's not true. So at the end of the day, we're here.
Very successful, very happy.
We're vibing.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. On your road to success, have you lost a few friends along the way? Because it does happen.
First of all, I think I just started this journey, so I won't, and I've not really set any goals. I think success is, for me, is like when you set a goal and you achieve it, then you've been successful at that thing. So for me, I feel we've just started this journey. Some time back, I set some goals. I'm achieving them little by little. I'm not there yet, but in the rise, I don't think I've lost any, not that comes to mind, any friend. Everybody is still supportive, still part of my team, my day one.
Lovely, that's rare, very rare, but I'm glad. I hope they stay with you throughout.
I pray so.
Yeah. You've named your genre of music.
Yeah.
Banku music,
yeah,
correct?
Yeah, Banku music.
What? Is it because of that day that you went to the spot and ate
no.
Banku?
So, funny thing, anytime I eat Banku, I get
really
high.
Like it, right?
Yeah, I love Banku. I get high, like, if you see me, you think I'm high. And then I love recording after Banku because I'll be very carefree. I can express myself. And so, I believe Banku is a mixture of a lot of things. The ingredients to make Banku is a mixture of different things. And I feel like my music is a mixture of different things. It's a mixture of the Ghana culture, Nigerian culture, hip-hop culture, R&B culture, and at the same time it's relaxed. It's just vibes. So that's how come I've called it Banku music.
I like it.
I don't think there's any sound like that.
Definitely not.
Out here.
Never heard of it. So in 2012, you recorded or released Pipi Dance.
Yeah, Pipi.
And then 3 years later, you've rebranded yourself.
Yeah.
New voice, new sound. Like, what prompted the change? You're like a completely different person. It seems.
So it seems. Thank you for saying it seems. Thank you for saying it seems. You see, Pipi Dance was recorded in 2012. In 2013, July, I dropped a mixtape called About to Blow. Okay. About to Blow had Bankulais. It had dancehall, it had raga, it had a lot of azonto because I was living in Labadi at the time, and that influenced my sound. So if you look back, if you take About to Blow and you listen to About to Blow, you will not see the difference. You will just see that, oh, this is just a part of Mr. Eazi. And so I think it's the same thing. Mr. Eazi is still the same Mr. Eazi. Maybe you've not, or have not yet shown the other sides, which at the end of the day, everybody will see.
Of course.
Yeah, it's a journey. So if this is my year one and I'm entering the heart, so it's this flow. We'll start. There's a lot more. At least maybe we can do more years of unleashing every side.
Okay, cool. Now looking back, what is the best piece of advice you could give to your 15-year-old self?
my 15-year-old self.
Remember where you were at 15 years of age?
Start music.
That's what you would have told yourself?
Yeah, I'd have told myself to start music because 15, 16, I was... 15, I started Swagger Entertainment. And I started working with the biggest artists in the game right now because I used to bring them for my shows. And I knew that I could do this thing. I feel like I can do anything. So if I had started music at that time, I feel like maybe I'll be on some legendary status.
I'm thinking, like, where would you be now?
Yeah, because at the time I was 15, that was when Dami Crane, Wizkid, Davido, that's when everybody basically started. But I didn't. There's no regrets though.
Good.
But maybe that if I could see my 15-year-old self, I'll say, hey guys, start the music.
You just answered one of my questions by saying there's no regrets. I won't even go there.
Never.
If you could sign one artist in Ghana or in Nigeria, whether they're signed now or not, just forget the fact that they're signed, who would it be and why?
Oh, Christ.
I know there are loads.
Christ.
I need to pick your brain.
That's the hardest question, man.
Because there's so many incredible artists, right?
There's so many. There's so many. If I could get to sign one person, it would be Mugiz.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like
Okay.
Mugiz is a legend. He's a living legend. I bite off Mugiz. Like, you might not know, but Mugiz knows I bite off him. And sometimes when he hears me, he feels like that was what he was about to do. Sometimes when I hear him, I feel like, there's this guy in my head.
Okay.
So I would sign Mugiz if I had the power because that would be signing a legend. And I might never release him. I'll just keep him in my house. He'll be singing.
To entertain you.
He'll be singing. He'll pre-record. I would release it as my song. He'll be my ghostwriter. Never.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Okay. Put these characteristics in order of the most important to you.
Yeah.
Looks,
Yeah.
personality, and wisdom.
I think wisdom, personality, and looks.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you lying to me?
No, I'm serious. You know,
sure?
if you have, because if you look at things, even in the world, it's not really about, you know how they say the race is not for the swift. At the end of the day, it's not about what you have, or it's not about what you have to show. It's about what you have on the inside and taking advantage of time and chance. And I think wisdom is taking advantage of time and chance. So at the end of the day, wisdom is the principal thing. After which, if you have wisdom, you would have a good personality that would outshine whatever looks you have. You know, so, you know, I don't, because for instance, Dangote doesn't have 6 packs. You know?
Fair enough, this is true. Okay, but what about when it comes to women?
When it comes to
would
women.
It still be in that order?
Yeah,
see how you had to rethink it?
It depends, you know. Depends on, with all due respect, it depends on what you want from the woman. If you met if you met a woman at some spot and you just wanted to chill, you just wanted to have some positive vibes.
Positive vibes, I like that.
You won't start thinking, you might not start thinking of, oh, is she wise? Does she have
definitely
good personality? How far are you now?
You
know? But it depends. At the end of the day, it depends on what you want from the woman. Yeah. If it's something really serious, long term, a serious friendship, business relationship, then obviously wisdom. And if not, man, you just want to vibes.
Positive vibes.
Yeah, just positive.
So if you weren't singing, what do you think you'd be doing now?
I would probably be thinking of how to make more money.
Right?
Yeah, positive, looking at the positive way.
A legal way.
Legal way
Right.
of making money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is next for you? More music?
Yeah, actually, I feel these days I feel like I've not recorded enough.
Okay.
I feel like I should be recording like 5 songs daily.
Okay. How many do you record at present?
I have not recorded the song in a month.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've not recorded the song in a month.
Why is
But
that?
I have made songs. Because sometimes it's as easy as talking to you now and you saying something and I get an idea for a hook and then I save it on my voice note.
Yeah.
I've not recorded it, but there I have a potential song
Okay.
waiting. The last time I did that was yesterday evening. I've not recorded because I wanted to take a break and, and in my mind, everything was beginning to sound too predictable.
Right.
So I needed to take a break and just vibe and then get new experiences and just put it into the music. And lately I've been finding a lot of new experiences.
Lovely.
Very nice, positive experiences.
I like the word vibe, and I want to go back to the positive experiences.
I
What are you
can
talking about? Because you're smiling a lot, and I don't know what these positive vibes are that you're talking about.
Positive vibes. Basically, in life in general, I would say life has been easy for me, and has gotten a lot easier in recent times.
Good. Glad to hear that.
I've in my relationships with people, my business, the kind of people I've been meeting, the love I've been receiving.
Oh, how sweet.
So that's what I mean.
Wonderful.
By positive vibes.
Wonderful. Now, Mr. Eazi, I want to thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. And on the journey, we always bless our guests with gifts. So I have this gift for you. The thing is, if you don't drink, I mean, you can just maybe put it beside your bedside and look at it from time to time and just be happy that you have a bottle of champagne.
Yeah, we drink.
You do? Well, then it's good to know. So I hope you enjoy it, and I just want to thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
It's been great. It's been amazing.
It's been nice.
And thank you.
I feel like after the cameras go, we should continue vibing.
We have to vibe. I like this word. I've heard it so many times. I need to start using it myself. And I wish you all the best with your career. You're doing really well. You're on the right track, and it can only get better from here. I love Thank You Lies, by the way. That's my song. That's my song. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
It's your boy Easy. Yeah. Are you ready? If you give your heart to me, I no go let you go. Where I no go do you, basa basa, baby.